Brock Purdy got paid.
Yeah, but what did you just call him?
Brock Purdy got paid.
No, what did you call him before?
Oh, Block Blurdy.
No.
Poop Turdy. No.
Well,
No.
close.
Smock Spock Purdy.
Wow, sick.
Yeah. Oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GPS. And breaking news, Brock Purdy can now afford some groceries. He was on the Mr. Irrelevant salary. And now, with the $256 million, he could buy 2 cartons of eggs.
That's right.
Crushed it.
You can afford rent. You can finally get
rent is a little bit.
you can get out of
I don't know about that
studio
one. Rent's a little too
apartment, studio.
Oh, okay.
There's just
yeah.
a toilet next to a sink with a foldable bed.
Is a toilet sink? Is it a combo kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a toilet sink.
Yeah, toilet sink combo.
Yeah, they have those in New York City too.
Yeah, it's just the bidet that
Space
you don't need a
savers.
roommate anymore. Exactly. But yes, we're going to talk about the Brock Purdy contract coming in. We got rule changes that are going to be voted upon by the NFL. You have to talk about some game 7s yesterday. That's right. It's the offseason, so we're going to mention briefly and casually some other sports. The Denver Nuggets.
Hey,
The Toronto Maple Leafs. Yes.
we're proud of our Nuggets here. We're proud of the Nuggets here in Denver.
You
Game
should be.
7
I mean,
did
you
not
fired your
go
coach
the way we would have hoped.
right before the playoffs, you know? That's still the fact you got this far. It's impressive.
We had an injured Aaron Gordon playing his heart out, putting it all on the line.
Yeah, 'cause people didn't know if he
We
was going
fired
to
our
play.
coach and GM a month ago. We got no bench. The Nuggets really went a lot further than I think a lot of people were expecting. Taking the Oklahoma City Thunder to Game 7, it's respectable. It's very respectable. They got some retooling to consider this offseason, but it was one of those things where the Nuggets were they were just exceeding expectations, and it was a little ugly, a little gritty, but they're winning. And I think we thought they could do it one more time against OKC, because if you get past OKC, who knows? But they couldn't. I streamed it. They lost. Now we need to get some depth on that team.
I feel like someone mentioned this in the comment before, that this could be like the 7th different champion. Like all 4 teams that are remaining have some pretty significant championship droughts. So I will say in that regard, awesome, right? Because like then it's just like that's how parity within the league is going to continue. So that's a solid thing at least. You know, you're gonna have the pace of the Knicks, dude. The videos coming out of New York after beating Boston were just. It literally made me look of like, yeah, I'll miss New York just for that. It's gonna be great. So that will be a fun series. But we got some good things looking ahead. Of course, not good things if you're the Maple Leafs. As I've gotten more and more into hockey, I found out that they choke things away. And Game 7, oh boy, it was 0-0 first period, and then it was not. 3 goals, another 3 goals. They scored 1 at least. It was.
What was the final score? 7-1?
I think it was 6-1 or 7-1.
6-1?
Yeah, I think it was 6-1. Not great. Yep.
Yeah. So this is cool if you're an NBA fan, right? You got somebody's going to win it who possibly never won it. And then, of course, the Knicks, cursed franchise, going back to the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Now, somebody said Oklahoma won it when they were
Yeah, they
Seattle.
won it. They moved, right? Yeah.
That doesn't count. Oklahoma's never won it.
Yeah.
You know. Did Seattle Supersonics fans fucking hate Oklahoma. They hate
I know.
OKC. So like I don't think you can share that. I don't think you can link that stat there.
Exactly, Spencer. As we just cry. Yeah, at least we have parity within the league. I'm about that because that's what keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
So
And I think it's going to be the 7th straight NBA Finals where it'll be a different team that wins
champion.
it. So that's also good.
Because again, yeah, I know. I'm so sorry.
Nobody wants a dynasty.
So sorry, Maple Leafs. It's not good. Not good. Not great. Not good. And it was because again, the first period it was close, but then the shots on goal alone were insane. So, Ice Kitties, they went meow. There's a reason why they're the reigning, defending champs. And now they're one step closer. They have to play on Tuesday though. They literally got like a day off, and then they got to go and play again tomorrow night.
Yeah, for hockey, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot. Do you think you could sink a 3 in an NBA game?
In an NBA game?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. All the wide open shots that Jokic gets your teammates? Yeah, I could sit at the arc, nail one, drain one.
I believe.
Easy.
I believe.
It's not like an NFL play. You just got to scoot over and just wait. Catch it, in. The Nuggets had anybody that could hit those shots. They might have won yesterday.
So you're saying if you played yesterday, then there was a chance they could have won?
Yeah.
I figured that. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have made more. I would have made more than MPJ yesterday for sure. For sure.
What about MJF?
No.
No, you don't think he would have done well?
Michael Jordan.
I meant the wrestler.
Fun. Michael Jordan fun. MJF.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk some football and talk about Brock Purdy. I don't know if we have different viewpoints on this, but Brock Purdy getting a big ol' extension finally. You have no drama for the offseason, 49ers. You just have to figure out if your team's going to be good. But you got 5-year deal, 265 mil, right?
265?
Yeah, 265, 181 guaranteed. And it's always interesting the responses to this. Right off the bat, the fact that it was under $55 million, I was like, this is a good deal for the 49ers. And I think Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. I don't think he's an elite quarterback that's elevating it, the talent on the team, but he's a good quarterback. You need a quarterback. And on top of that, you got him for a deal that's less than Jordan Love, less than Trevor Lawrence, and $53 million. It's a well-earned contract. And I feel like this, if the 49ers are able to have a successful season, a big reason is going to be because Brock Purdy's playing.
Yeah, and he's better than Jordan Love and Trevor Lawrence at this point in his career. So the fact that it's a little less is a steal. You might say the 49ers fleeced Brock Purdy. Might have fleeced old Brock there. I think Brock got the short end of the stick.
So who's going to have better? So you think Bo Nix is going to have better stats than Jordan Love this year?
Yeah, but neither will have better stats than Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy throws 53 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 5,000 yards.
Yeah. I think this is the most... oh, man.
Great profile picture.
If it feels like it should be the least controversial quarterback contract we've ever discussed here.
Sure.
This is a man who has overplayed his salary to the craziest extent possible via the NFL draft. So he's a good quarterback.
There you go, Elliot.
You get into semantics of, I wish there was a little more, a little less guaranteed, but he earned it. Niners, they have
to be happy with this.
They'll you just keep replenishing talent as best you can. Hopefully Christian McCaffrey is actually healthy. And I think we'll be talking about Brock Purdy favorably again. Last season was just a kind of a train wreck for the 49ers. But I like it.
I mean, because keep on dancing the Pink Pony Club. Come on now. But I feel like in terms of the optics of it because the internet was like, oh man, it's an overpay. He isn't that good. All these options. And I feel, or all these responses. And I feel like, where would you rank Brock Purdy right now? Not even for like a hot take. Where would you rank him in terms of like best quarterbacks in the league? Is he top 10? Is he top 15? Right? I think he's flying around the top 15. So you're paying one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and you're getting him for, considering what the QB market is and the going rate is 55. Dak Prescott got $60 million.
Yeah.
I feel like at $53 million, you're pretty happy. You have consistency now at the QB position. I mean, the guy, he's gone to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you gotta get paid.
I think he's in that top 10-ish area. When things are clicking for the Niners offense, it's better than that. He's never like horrible. You know what I mean? We're never like, oh shit, Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions and got sacked 9 times. Mm-hmm. A Dak comp?
Dak is 60 mil.
I think I'd rather go into this season with Brock Purdy over Dak Prescott as my quarterback. I'd put it that way. On their respective teams. On their respective teams, I
understand. Okay.
You change guys around, that gets tricky.
Thank you, Taylor.
I'm just trying to get through the day, Taylor. I haven't had coffee today, Tom.
You had a big old coffee yesterday on stream, no?
No, this is water.
No, on stream yesterday, I said.
What?
Were you drinking coffee yesterday on stream?
No, I was drinking this.
Oh, it's just water. Just a hydrated boy. Are you trying to wean off coffee
for
a little
blood
bit?
test today?
Oh.
So I can't have my coffee. And I slept well, but I'll tell you what, not having coffee sucks. Sucks.
I've like never had coffee, so.
Yeah, you should not live like this. This is not a state anybody
painful
should be
life,
living
right?
in.
It's just you just have to go off your own energy. Yeah, no,
horrible.
It's a tough life. It's a tough life.
Natural energy, lame.
Who's winning the NBA Finals? You said you like the Knicks to win. Their next few games. You said you wanted, right?
I'd like to see the Knicks do it. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on between the Thunder and the Wolves because I wish they could both lose because they bounced the Nuggets the last 2 years. I kind of like both their teams.
The Timberwolves have never won.
What's up?
The Timberwolves have never won.
No.
So if they won, that's another Minnesota team that will have won a championship before the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. I hope the Timberwolves win. I hope they do. That'd be a great story, I think.
The T-Wolves.
Team, just really fighting for it. I think that would that'd be great. I think that would be we're good.
So you're rooting for the overall for happiness for people of Minnesota.
I just want it to be targeted at the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, but like if you're a T-Wolves fan and a Vikings fan, then you're giving a Vikings fan some joy.
Yes, but then when the football season starts, there's going to be that little extra fire in their gut where it's like, oh man, well, like now I just need the Vikings to win. And if it never happens, then the desperation just gets more and more every single year. Every season it doesn't happen. Look at all these other teams that have won it, but there's still just that stain on the Vikings record of not winning a championship. And that'd fill me with enough glee.
I like the idea of JJ McCarthy on his very first snap is like, I got to throw a completion here because I got to live up to the T-Wolves. If that's going through his head, Minnesota, the Timberwolves won the championship, he's going to be okay. If that's what he's thinking about in his first NFL game.
Guys, I'll have you know, this is a little known fact, but I'm pretty terrible at baseball. Yeah, I'm not good. I can hit it sometimes, but I'm not very good at baseball. I played it a bunch, but was never really good at it. Are you a baseball guy, Perna?
I played 1 year.
Professional?
Right.
D1?
2 years maybe.
D2?
Yeah, they're like, you should,
Are you
if you
done?
do this for 7 more years, you will be considered for the MLB draft. And I was like, it's too
Sorry,
boring.
Jonathan.
It's too much sitting around here.
Mm,
I need to
you
be
just got
running.
bored.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Oh.
But
Anyway,
no, I
sorry.
never really played much baseball.
Okay, I bet you'd be pretty good at it. I feel like you could.
I'd say basketball was hardest for me, but
That
now
makes
you've
sense.
seen my shot. I fixed it. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Is it the height thing for the basketball, or is it?
No, I think it was it's just a little too much finesse in basketball.
Ooh, okay. Oh, so are you a golf guy then?
Play with too much aggression. No, I need like
Golf
full
might-
exertion. I want full exertion on
Golf's gotta be
on
tough for
sport.
you. Golf's gotta be
Basketball is
tough.
like I tried to run faster than I could dribble, that sort of shit. It's like, slow down, guy.
Forgot the ball.
Yeah.
At least in football, you could just carry the ball with you.
Yeah, you just
You're
carry
like, I
it.
can
Just
run.
run as fast as you can.
That's fair. That's fair. I respect that. Okay. But you don't. So you like the Brock Purdy contract?
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. It's a no-brainer. You don't want to not have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's earned it. He's good. What was
He's
that? I just
definitely
had the
earned it.
stat up. Like, oh, fuck.
I feel like it's a mixture of. I can see why could be 49ers fans going, okay, is this I don't think he's Jimmy Garoppolo, but in terms of, hey, elevating the team, I don't know if like that's your guy for however, but they front loaded the contract. I think the majority of the guaranteed money rights in the first like 3 years, like they have outs, but you need a quarterback. And I feel like he is a good quarterback, and to be able to pay under the market rate, yeah, I think you're content with it, because let's just say Brock Purdy, right, in 2 seasons doesn't look like he is the guy. You're able to build the team around him, and then, hopefully you can grab somebody, because apparently you could just go and grab somebody at the end of the draft. And this honestly has saved the 49ers. Like, thank God that they drafted Brock Purdy, because if they didn't have him, how screwed would they have been because of the Trey Lance deal? Like, they traded up to go get Trey Lance, and then they lucked into Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And now they have a quarterback that they're able to pay and get some consistency for the next few seasons. I think things could be a lot worse. Personally.
Yeah. I mean, what? He's played
There you
in
go,
3 seasons. I thought it was 4. Do you like coffee? But got to a championship game, got to a Super Bowl. I think like the 49ers would have probably preferred to go through this season, one more full season with him to really understand like who he is, like a complete picture of him as a quarterback. Because last year was just nothing went right for the 49ers.
No.
He didn't play as good as he did the year before. And so if like you're a Niners fan, you're probably just worried like, oh God, I hope this isn't like a Daniel Jones situation, right? Where you pay him and then you regret it. But I think Brock Purdy has shown so much more as an NFL passer than Daniel Jones did when Dan Jones got his contract. He's just been solid.
I agree with that.
And Fred Warner's the next guy they're going to pay. They paid George Kittle. Hopefully Ayuk's back and healthy at some point. Hopefully Ricky Pearsall, doesn't get shot in August. That'll help his season.
Just got to avoid that.
I think if he doesn't get shot, he's going to be a lot better this year. That's just my humble opinion.
Yeah. One hoop, I mean, because Shanahan's extended through 27, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because he got, was it 2 years ago? He got an extension. So he's going to be there for at least a little. I don't think they're firing Shanahan. I know that there's rumblings, with the fan base every now and then, because you feel like maybe there's a cap at the success there with Shanahan. I think you admit that he's a very good coach. I don't think the front office is moving on from Shanahan anytime soon. If they did, well, then I think Brock Purdy's stock goes down.
Because Kyle Shanahan's a very good coach, and he's an offensive coach. You'd have that question about anybody.
Sure.
I think, like, as football fans, we want to root for Brock Purdy to be very good.
Sure. I mean, not
because of where
like
he was
49.
drafted. We like that story because there were two other quarterbacks there in Jimmy G and Trey Lance, and Purdy earned that job. Like the chances of him getting that starting job
from a guy that you traded up for,
so slim, yeah. And like he impressed the coaches. I think you talk about like just doing it the right way. And I think like I guess like the question comes down, if he was drafted higher, would people have any questions about it?
I think it's a few things. I think it's a little bit of the sample size, but if you could get 2023 numbers each year, you're happy.
Yeah, you're very happy.
You're content. you're happy. Over 4,000. I mean, the Bears are still waiting for that. You get someone who could throw over 4,000 yards. Got 30, over 30 touchdowns. You're happy. Could he be Derek Carr? I don't know if you'd be Derek Carr before the leg injury, but it depends on what weapons they get and what kind of supporting staff they build around Brock Purdy. But not having to worry about quarterback and you get to save some money, I think you're fine.
Yeah, I think like
hope not, Reese.
We'll see what the next 3 years look like with Brock Purdy as a quarterback. But at this point, he is going to keep your team in games. And the NFL is so competitive. Every quarterback needs a few things to go their way to succeed in the postseason. And like he already had one of the worst, bits of luck in the championship game where he got his elbow smashed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that ended what could have been a crazy run for the 49ers.
Yep.
Super Bowl, they run into the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Terrible. Sucks. Whatever. But
it's 5 at 265. That's why it's 5 years, 265 million, not 6 years, 270. That's why.
Yeah, I think the contract's favorable.
Yes, it will.
Favorable.
I think it's favorable for both. He gets paid. He gets $181 million guaranteed. They get a QB at less than market rate. And now with an easy schedule, like we talked about last week, the 49ers have a chance to be like, okay, let's see if they can be a damn good team. I think that there are a lot of people are down, including myself, on the 49ers based off the free agency that they had. And, maybe that window's closing a little bit. But if you're able to get to a Super Bowl and get pretty close to winning that Super Bowl, almost going into double overtime with Brock Purdy, if you're able to build a roster around him again, you're doing all right. You're doing okay. So, oh my God, it's going to be insane. Oh, if the Knicks wind up winning, if they go to the fight, oh my God, it's going to be. I can't imagine. You know what? Just for giggles, I want to see something. Let's see what the tickets are for MSG, because MSG by itself are insane. Like the tickets are always disgusting.
Inflated?
Yeah, just because it's Madison Square Garden. So May 21st. Let's see what we got. So this is in 2 days. Well, let's see what the cheapest ticket is. Oh, I have to join a queue. I got to sign. Okay, now it's a whole thing. Now I got to sign in. I did not want this.
I think I saw on Twitter where the prices were.
Thank you.
I think you could get like tickets to OKC for like 160, and they're starting at like 700 for Madison Square Garden. Maybe?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hold on, I got a. Oh man, hold on. I got to get the text code now. This is.
Oh my God! Just to check a price.
It's just to check a price. Okay, let's try.
They really don't want you. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I found it.
I'm in the queue.
Look at my brain worked. I said what? 160 and 700?
Look at that. Go. Timberwolves and Pacers. Yeah, somebody gets there first. That'd be pretty cool. Again, it's just. Oh, I don't know if that means I'm in. There was a noise that was made at me. Okay, here we go. Prices are all in. Yes, okay, so it's higher than that. Hold on, Perna. Look at this bad boy. This is Madison Square Garden pricing. The cheapest ticket, and there's only one available, is $760.50.
Dang.
The next one, $1,168.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cheddar right there. So let's just say I wanted to sit courtside, you know. Oh, I just want to do that. Let's see. This is second row. $21,000. Jesus Christ.
$21K to sit in the second
Oh
row?
my God, 21 grand. How? And this isn't even a limit. Like, it's not even, obviously, it's a playoff game, right? It's a conference final, but it's not even like, oh man, they can win and go to the NBA finals after, you know, this particular game. That's an insane amount of money.
Dude, Chalamet is really going to need that Dune 3 money to hit.
Yeah,
He's
at least
keep
Al-Qaeda
going.
need a freaking bank account here. There's a 10 grand.
How much are the floor seats?
Just like back here?
No, the courtside floor.
That's what I just did. That's
No,
21 grand.
That's one row back.
They don't have any. They're literally sold out. Here you got a row back.
They won't show you what the price is on ones that have
No,
already
this
been.
one's $33,678. Hey, does anyone want to drop, you know, 68 grand?
Sick.
You know, go see the Knicks. Holy cow, man! I'm curious now of like what the other ones are, like the later games. If it goes to like a game 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would imagine they'd get even crazier.
Oh yeah, that's well. There you go. Okay, so you ever want to go see a game at MSG? God knows how much money.
I like MSG in my food,
dude. Yeah, if they wind up making the finals, I mean, you're gonna have tickets going for at least 50 grand for the floor seats.
probably.
Game 7 would go to a 50. That's nuts. 1v1 Perna on Rust. Do it.
Star Guy 200.
Do it.
You want me to 1v1 you in basketball? You just lost.
Veteran Brock Purdy is only 2 months older than Bo Nix. That's because Bo Nix is an old man. Bo Nix is an old man. That's it. That's what we see.
Well,
Also,
maybe Brock should have stayed in college a little longer and he would have got drafted higher. Mike. Mike. Yeah, Bo played a lot of ball. But
like that's sometimes how it goes, right? Look at where Tom Brady got drafted. You know, like there's guys who are gonna be missed and then they get an opportunity and oh damn. I mean that's why the draft is not an exact science. You know, you hope for the best. Obviously, your scouting department's out there doing all things of, hey, I think these guys have potential. But the transition from college to the pros is a steep one, you know, especially a quarterback. Let's go.
Yeah, well, it's because he played at was it Iowa State? Is that where he played? Yeah, Iowa State. So he played at a school that's just not going to get as much attention.
Yeah.
I think he's the only quarterback from that draft class to get extended, actually.
Because the contracts would be next year, yeah. There might be some others. Brandon Whitfield?
No.
For the kidding.
What was it, 2022? Let's see here. No, it's that shitty draft class.
Oh.
Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, Malik Willis, Matt Corral, Bailey Hasapi, Sam Al, Chris Oladukan, and Brock Purdy. He's the only one.
You know, so the last pick, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Good for Brock Purdy, man.
He was the last pick of the shittiest QB draft class.
And he's the only
and
one
he's slinging it. It's insane. It's actually a very crazy story.
That's awesome. All Chicago sports teams have won a championship in my lifetime, except the one I care about the most. I saw the Cubs win before the Bears. Never thought that was possible. Wanted this the pit of misery from the Bud Light commercials. That's what I'm saying. And if I can have that for the Minnesota Vikings, that dumpster fire is going to warm my soul. That's it. I mean, so during 30 and 30, when I went to Chicago, I heard the same exact thing. And fans were like, this is the team I care about. This is the one. Everyone else will be winning, but this team. So I get it. At least you have one, right? You know, it's the 80s and it was a while ago, but at least you have one. There's other teams who don't.
The Vikings?
It's fine. Never mind. That's not the one I want. Where is it? Where is it? Wait a minute. Where is it, Perna? You bet. There it is.
No! Make him come. No! They're Minnesota Vikings crying on the field.
That's that clip makes me so happy. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Quinn!
Minnesota Vikings.
Congratulations on graduating. I know a lot of graduates coming out now. Let's go. Any thoughts on me doing the Dirty Bird as I walked off the stage?
Ooh.
Hey.
Was it the Falcons Dirty Bird?
You know what they say? The
Was
Dirty
it the Falcons
Bird
Dirty Bird?
cleans the worm. As long
What
as
they say about the word?
you know, the bird is the word.
With Jamal Anderson?
Hell yeah, Todd. Hell yeah.
They ran into the
Brock's
Broncos.
sibling is name is it Chubba?
Oh
Chubba?
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Where's that?
Oh
Chubba-
yeah, Sergeant. That well, if he was a first round pick, yeah. I feel like even if he's a day two, but that also seems to. Is it just people going, he was the last pick in the draft, so he can't be good? Like, I feel like the fact that Purdy's been able to put up those numbers as a starter based off the position where he was drafted would elevate his stock even higher of like, wow, he was able to do this, but it's the internet. So
There you go.
of course I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm gonna have to ask Will for the info on Chubba Purdy. Nevada. He's a
Nevada.
He plays at Nevada.
So he's a quarterback. Oh man, do you think that
6'3".
he gets compared all the time now to his? He's like, oh, I got drafted, last one.
Yeah. Is he good?
He's 23 years old. Let's see. We'll see what this is what we really want to see. What is this? What is his stats? Hey, happy freaking fracking birthday, Kelsey. Oh, it was a great day. 1 touchdown. Well, it's not great, buddy. It's
18
not
to 25, 1 TD, 1 pick.
better than what I could do.
So he hasn't started much. He hasn't played much.
Hey, hold on. What's that? Go scroll down. What's 2021? 100%, 5 for 5, 2 touchdowns. Come on now, Hall of Famer. 13 for 18 the last time he started.
Okay, so he was at Florida State, Nebraska, Nevada. That's not the trajectory you typically want.
No.
You kind of want to start at Nevada and then maybe go the other direction.
Mm.
So I'm guessing he's got to play this year. And if he can put up some big numbers, maybe he can be.
He's been playing for
What if they're
5
both
years.
Mr. Irrelevance?
He's been playing for 5 years, dude. I don't know if is he playing anymore? Is he done?
Active.
How long is he going to stay in college?
Dude, you can stay in college for a long time.
Hold on, let's see here. Okay. On December 4th, Purdy announced that he would enter the transfer portal for the 3rd time. Almost 1 week later, he announced that he would return to Nevada for the 25 season and would withdraw from the transfer portal. Okay, so he's going back to Nevada.
Going back to Nevada.
Okay.
Chubba Purdy.
That's it.
Preston. His actual name is Preston.
Preston Purdy. I like the alliteration. So what's his middle name? Is it Patrick? So it's a triple P?
I don't know. That'd be bold. That would be very bold.
Do I have a Blackstone grill? I do not.
Oh, I got one for my dad last year.
You got one for your dad? Does he use it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just one of those like flat.
It's the flat
iron
ones,
grills.
right? And it's kind of like a big like griddle. And you just...
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Is that all that's different about it? It's just like one big flat. That's it.
Yeah, it's flat instead of holes.
So is it just so you have more room to like do stuff on it?
Well, I mean, it's I think it's a better way to grill. You know, when you go to restaurants, that's usually how they do it.
So, but then you're also okay. So are there like slots on the side so like all the juices and stuff can kind of like roll off of it, or?
No, you cook it in the juices.
Oh, okay.
Cook it in
That's
the
what I do
juices.
when I do the sausage and peppers, and I make the sauce right, and then I throw the onions on top of that. Oh,
Yeah, so you can cook it all on there.
there you go. It
Thanks,
was
Yankees fan.
because in the beginning they were leading. Like they were
Yeah, they had a
okay.
great first quarter. I was like, oh crap.
I was mowing the lawn yesterday, and I just kept tuning in every now and then it just got progressively sadder.
Yeah, they had a rough second quarter, and then it was just
Exactly.
it was done after that.
with
It
you
was
now.
done. Ugh,
Come on.
God.
Now you got it. Oh man, that lack of coffee, buddy. Huh? There you go, easy. There you
I
go.
slept well too.
Yeah? What time do you go to bed?
I don't
This
know.
is this full off season right now.
11?
11? Wow, that's early.
I didn't drink. Slept straight through. That coffee juice. I need it.
Yeah.
No! No, JP.
Not again.
I said he was going to do better because he has not been shot.
Well, I hate the Lions like the Vikings. I mean, they're becoming a huge pain in the ass, especially when they steal my players that I want drafted every single year. And, when they beat the Packers, it's not so great. But I think the hatred of the Vikings, there's lots of reasons that I hate the Vikings. They were the most competitive team, like while I was a teenager, competing with the Packers. You got the Anthony Barr thing. They steal all our former players. Of course, Brett Favre thing, which now seems to look okay. But not great. Not great. Oh, no, we are about to hit the longest off season. Oh, it's going to be long.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we still have
Trey Hendrickson and Aaron Rodgers. Those
Aaron
are like
Rodgers
the two
and Trey
stories.
Hendrickson. That's it.
Those are the two main stories. Hey, you had CeeDee Lamb say George Pickens were both wide receiver one. Already politicking,
Whoa.
making sure everything's looking good. I like that.
Okay, there was like with Trey Hendrickson. Let's see.
Tyler Shook was a 6-year senior. Dustin, COVID year. Got it. Thank you. So they got to be all right. So they'll get out of that soon enough. Okay.
Yeah.
6-year senior. Do you take the same classes at that point? Like what classes do you even take? You're there for 6 years. What do you do? It's like
pottery.
Okay,
I'll do some pottery.
pottery would be fun.
This doesn't
Artistic
help my
expression.
business degree, but pottery.
Just give you something in the downtime.
Yeah, do you when you're there that long?
That's not you get your master's.
Do you
because
graduate already, or are you just showing up for football,
True, Virginia.
or do you have to be enrolled in classes, right?
I'd assume so. So maybe it's just creative writing, public speaking, maybe.
Yeah. See, it's tricky because you would think oh yeah, if I'm a quarterback and I'm in college for 6 years, I'm not gonna do any classes. But if you're a quarterback in college that long, there's probably a reason you haven't been good enough to get to the draft. So you really should take advantage of that extra time to get a master's.
Get your
bolster that
master's
education.
degree, get it double major. I don't know if you're double majoring,
But if I was really good at football and I knew I was going to be drafted, but I just wanted to stay at college and not take classes, that would be pretty sick too.
you probably just you could boost up that GPA.
Nah,
you can
I wouldn't do
inflate
shit.
the crap out of that.
I wouldn't do anything.
You can
That's
say
the
you
point.
take easy classes.
No,
I did a public
No
speaking
classes.
class once. It was great.
none.
Triviality.
I want to do nothing.
No
Nothing.
classes. Why don't you get really good at a skill, besides that to prepare for your life
Football,
outside of
throwing
football?
more balls. Other guys are going to class. I'm throwing more dimes.
That's right. Hey, that's right, Kyle. That's right. Heading to Japan. Oh my God, yes. So Kyoto, just walk around everywhere. Walk around everywhere. It's worth it. Find those. There's some little places that have 7 seats. Always 10 out of 10. Osaka, get ready to eat everything. It is literally that's where you eat all the food. There is a lot of really good food in Osaka, so you can't really go wrong. So just enjoy it. It's beautiful. There's some temples. We went up to a temple in the mountains in Osaka. It's not in Osaka, but we took it. You take a bus or a cab up there. It's worth it. It takes 50 minutes, and you go way, way up in the mountains. I'd have to figure out what the name was again, but totally worth it. And enjoy it. It was dope. I have not watched it. Is it on?
It is on.
God, that's my level of Oh yeah, Beckham I think went to a game. Yeah, no, I have not been paying attention whatsoever to the UFL. Every now and then I'm turning on hockey and basketball, and I'm like, yes, this is my sports for right now.
I haven't done it. I haven't watched any UFL. Am I less of a man because of that? I don't know.
I don't think so. It's just I can't. There's lingering things, you know.
There's not enough intrigue.
Listen, bottom shelf helmet. I asked Perna to put you back on the shelf, and he didn't. He said he knows where you are. I don't know if that's true. He looked over that. Nope. Now he's doing the Lion King. Everybody look left. Everybody look right. I don't know
exactly where you are.
Oh, he knows exactly where he is. You wearing shorts under there?
You're right here.
Oh, it's jeans. Okay. Jeans. There it is. I thought it was cut off jeans for a second. There you go. Look at that. Just shove it in there.
There.
Can you face it the other way?
Helmet on helmet action.
Yeah, if you just face it the other way.
Yeah.
Just
Face it where the autograph of John Elway is.
Yes, there you go. Got it. Sad bottom shelf helmet.
There.
Got you. I got you.
There you go.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, Micah Parsons does have to get paid.
Yeah.
That is. I forgot about that one.
I mean, I would suggest the Bengals pay Trey Hendrickson before Micah Parsons gets paid, but I know it's not an apples to apples comp, but it's only going to make the edge defensive end market crazier.
Deckers.
Hunter Deckers. Okay. The quarterback.
Saints going to need everybody. They're going to need everybody they could possibly get. I call a bandwagon fan for an Eagles fan by a Lions fan midseason. Love from the UK. Hey. Haters. Going to hate. Ooh, Niners Rams. Okay. There you go, Pun. There we go. Come on now. We don't get it.
Oh, yeah, no, what do you think of this
yeah, Brendan. What do you got?
seating proposal?
Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it so. Oh, thank you. That was the other thing we want to talk about. Yeah, so there's a rule proposal that the NFL, they're going to vote on it, that they would reorder the standings for the playoffs. And so as of right now, right, seeds 1 through 4 are based off of your record, but also your division. So you can't have 2 NFC North teams in there. So for example, the Vikings, they had a 14-win season last year up there with the Lions, but the highest that they could be was seed 5. So the proposal would be strictly based off of record, and it wouldn't be based off of, winning your division. Personally, I hate it because then it just takes away all of the intrigue / competitiveness from these divisional games.
Well, this proposal's for the second round. So it would, because the first proposal I think got shot down. I believe what I was reading is this is only for seeding in the second round of the playoffs. So the first round would be the same, but the Lions are proposing for the second round. I think.
Let me see. Let's see here.
Let's dig in.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Tweaked playoff seeding proposal,
Detroit's proposal would be for the 4 division champions and 3 wild cards each conference to make the playoffs. Those 7 teams should be seeded strictly by record rather than assigning the top seeds of division winners. Yep. Okay. With wild cards to follow. If teams have the same record, being a division champion would be the first tiebreaker regardless of head-to-head. Detroit's proposal in March called for the teams to then be reseeded after the first round. Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Only
that's
a
what
handful
they're
of
saying.
teams were ready to approve the proposal back in March. Interesting.
So the Lions would have played the Rams instead of the Commanders. But
no. Why? No. Stop. Win football games. Stop crying about it. I don't know what to tell. If my team's getting crap about the tush push, we're gonna do. I think it's fine. I have no problem the way the seedings are right now. I had an issue with it being the 7th seed, and my team has been the only team to benefit the past 2 years from that in the NFC. But yeah, I don't know. Just leave it the way it is. Because sometimes it just comes to, that's why division games matter.
yeah,
Win your division. That's the first thing that you're supposed to do every single year. It's win your division. It might be AFC West. I think that might be a little more competitive.
West's going to be tough. NFC North will be tough.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know. Last year, it's like it becomes an issue
When there's
once
like 2 4
every handful of years.
Yeah.
It's usually there's not really much of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the only weird thing is when a team has a shittier record and then they're hosting the playoff game. That's the only thing that feels weird, right?
Yes.
Basically, maybe they're in, but they have to travel. Like I would be fine with that.
This would screw the NFC South forever.
Yeah,
that's what that would look like, right? They would never host a game. So I don't like that because nope, you win your division, you deserve to host a playoff game. That's it. That's what gives like part of that division meaning. So I like. I mean, look at the Packers, man, dude. Like we made in the 7th seed, we had 2 more wins, 11-win team, right? But we sucked ass against the division. We barely avoided getting swept. So that's why we the 7th seed. I don't know, man. That's fine. I got no issues with
that. I don't think it'll pass.
Hey, let's go, Ben.
They're saying the Tush Push ban will probably pass.
People
That's
need
what they're saying now.
Oh, what was that, Brandon? Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
They're saying the dumb Tush Push ban will probably pass.
So do you mean that there's going to be a majority of teams are going to
maybe
vote for
we'll see. You got to get up to 24.
But the Packers get all the hate for saying, hey, maybe they took, which by the way,
yeah, because you're the leader of the cowards. That's the worst. That's the worst thing to be.
No.
The
worst thing is to be
the whiners
and be like,
president of the whiny babies.
Dirty. I don't want. Okay, sure, I'll vote for it too, but I don't want to bring it up. Cowards.
You don't want it banned either.
No, I think it's dumb. Just be good at football. No, I disagree with the Packers completely. But I will not be taking all the flack when the majority of teams go.
What do they got to get? 24 teams?
Some stupid crap like that.
We got to get 24 teams.
Dude, why are you banning the just play better. You can learn how to stop it. Like, just come on. That's it. There you go, Prentice. I got you. Should we do the best 7 teams? When you're like, that's what. Sometimes you get screwed. Sometimes you win 10 games and you don't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes sometimes. I don't know.
Usually the team it's gonna affect is gonna get bounced in the first round anyway.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Usually it's gonna get that team.
But it's also like, look at the Rams, right? Like the Rams hosted that game. It was, in Arizona, right? And against a 14-win team, but they beat the piss out of the Vikings. And because sometimes like that's just the matchup. So it can create some interesting matchups. That's all I'm all about.
How far away are we from a play-in game?
No.
In the NFL?
No.
You want that 7th seed? Every team going into the playoff, they get a bye. And then the first week is just a play-in game in the AFC and a play-in game in the NFC. Your 7th and 8th seeds. Would that have been Broncos-Bengals? Would that have been Broncos-Bengals?
You do the play-in game. You do the draft lottery.
Yeah.
You do just all of it.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
And playoffs are 7-game. There's the best of 7. No, that's ridiculous. Best of 3. It's best of 3.
Best of 3. Got it.
Yeah.
You thought best of 7 was too much for a football game?
Yeah. But they do round 1 of the playoffs. Every game's on Sunday. That's the first game. And then every team plays again on Thursday night. It's red zone Thursday night for game 2. And then if you need game 3 for a couple of those, they play again on Sunday.
This is just how we just ruin the league, yeah?
Yeah. That's how everybody's hurt all the time.
Yeah, just because then no one can play.
And whoever wins the Super Bowl is just the team that didn't die.
Just like, are you able to be...
Can you walk?
Can you walk? Then you're good.
You get the Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah. The seeding thing, I think you leave it. It doesn't happen very often where you're going to have these issues, but sometimes a 10-win team just doesn't make the postseason. But I like giving the divisions even more meaning, because otherwise if you're just doing straight up seeding, I think it belittles the divisional matchups because then no one really cares about like a not so great division, right?
Huh?
So, for example, right, if we did it this way, are you still guaranteeing that every single division is going to be represented? What if the NFC South sucks ass and like that? Do they just not get in the playoffs at all? Not a single.
I think that was the initial, but I think this new one is just
the seeding gets
it
reordered.
stays the same, and then it's that second round on how you do the matchups.
Which no, just beat the Commanders next time, Lions. Yeah, you know, maybe that you were home, could have done it. Maybe just win. So, Brian, what do you got coming out today, buddy? She's a little runaway.
Oh, we got a Giants video, or Sleeping Giants video.
I like you hyping up the Giants. Again, their defense will be good.
You know, they're having the toughest schedule. Really doesn't help my case at all.
It doesn't help that well.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's right. Beastquake. Exactly, Nathan. Exactly. Get
it
robbed
does
of
happen. It's rare.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, if we're doing it based off of merit, then the Green Bay Packers get in every single year, and they're the 1 seed. This I will agree with. Throw everything else out. If the Packers get the 1 seed every year until they win a Super Bowl, I'm happy.
Just for merit?
So, yeah, I'm pretty good. $1,500, Darth? Is that where it's at now? Yeah. Welcome to the future, where it costs a lot more money to watch games. It's great.
Yeah. But, isn't a big chunk of that, did they factor in the Sunday ticket price?
It might be Sunday ticket. I feel like it's just, there's some that you could justify, and there's some that you can't. Like,
is it to watch every single game or every single primetime game? Because nobody can watch every single game.
No. You can't.
And if you really think about if you watched every single NFL game, $1,500, it's not that bad. If you watch every single game.
Every single
you
one.
had them all recorded on Sunday ticket. You watched game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, game 6, game 7, game 8, game 9, game 10, game 11, game 12, game 13, and then you got your prime times in there or whatever. That would be a little crazy.
Thank you for listing all those out.
But yeah, it's a little wild. Every game should just be here on YouTube for free.
Well, we're getting one of them. So that Friday game, getting one of them. We'll see. I got a Packers video. It's either going to come out today or tomorrow, predicting their record based off of their schedule release. So
nice.
We're going to do that. But folks, appreciate the hell out of you. We will see you soon as we are heading deeper into the offseason, and Brandon can't stop yawning.
God.
Got to go get that coffee.
I can't have it. I got to wait till after 2.
Oh, it's an afternoon appointment too?
Yeah.
You could have scheduled it today. It was
no food. No, I couldn't.
Couldn't. Okay.
It's physical. You have to schedule this shit out so far in advance, and then I had to change it, and then this is the only time they could get me in.
You got tiger blood in you? You think?
I'm going to find out today. I'm going to turn into tiger blood if I can't drink coffee again. I think giving up coffee might be the hardest thing I would ever have to do if I had to.
What arm are you going to have them take the blood out of? Is it left?
I'm going to make them choose.
Oh.
I'm going to go like this. Which one do you want?
Just like mix it up constantly.
Pick the better arm.
Yeah. Okay.
And then right before they stick me, I'm going to scream.
You should. She's like, sir, that was a rubbing alcohol. You're just like, I'm just preparing.
Yeah.
I think you do that. Okay. That's fair.
It was a pre-scream. It was a pre-scream.
Pre-scream. I believe. Oh, I hope the blood goes well. Okay. Wait, what are we looking at? Are we looking at anything particular? Are we looking to get a blood pressure or cholesterol down? Like, what are we? Everything good?
I'm going to tell them, I'm going to say, I want you guys to check for everything. Don't be skimping on what you test for. Okay? I don't want the bare minimum. I want the maximum.
You want the maximum? Okay.
I want to know if I got anything. Tell me.
They can take blood out of both your arms then.
Yeah, take it all. I don't care.
That's fair.
Just make sure I don't have the thing.
We even talking about Purdy. We did that already.
Yeah. We did a good amount on Purdy.
Brock Purdy can actually afford now to get a full blood test because he got paid a contract finally. So that's it. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. No, we never did.
Yeah. You can't
You
come
can
in the
never do.
middle and then
Yeah, we
be like,
literally
when are
can't.
you
We
going to talk
talked
about
about him
Purdy?
for like at least 15 minutes, something like that.
Brockus Purdius. Got to rewind. Can you rewind?
We got to go back. Yes, you can. You can go back on a live one.
Rewind.
You can go back. Rewind.